Did you know Hazel Dorothy Scott was a child piano prodigy who wowed the worlds of music, TV, and film? Born June 11, 1920, and returned to the Essence October 2nd, 1981. She was a Trinidadian jazz and classical pianist, singer, and actor. Hazel captivated audiences with her renditions of classical masterpieces by Chopin and Bach. Hazel was an important figure in the later part of the Black Renaissance. By 1950, she was the star of The Hazel Scott Show, becoming the first African American woman to have her own show. She also portrayed herself in several films. In 1978, she was inducted into the Black Filmmakers Hall of Fame. Thank you, Miss Hazel Scott. Did you know that? Well, now you do. Peace.
Hey, peace. Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. Thank
How's the view?
Thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the show. Well, this is Myquality is for real. I have real talks with quality people who have real purpose. And I definitely see that you are, out there with a lot of qualities and walking in your purpose. And I wanted to, have you come on and just share your story and also kind of help, let you promote your business. Tell the people your name and just a little bit about yourself.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Amber Brown. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. My name is Amber Brown. I am the owner of Air Designs, a balloon designs, event design, and venue company.
Okay, so yeah, we're both from Fort Worth, Texas. I just came out there to visit. A lot has changed, but a lot is still the same.
Right. A lot has changed. I think we're coming together a lot more. I think the pandemic and we're growing. The area is growing. A lot of opportunity. It's a movement. It's happening, and I'm really proud of it.
It is, and a lot of people like yourself and myself, just being the whole reason I even started this whole podcast originally is because I knew so many people from home that was doing so many dope things, and I'm like, somebody else, y'all need to know that, because a lot of people, they get Dallas and Fort Worth mixed up, and it's like, no, we're Fort Worth.
Totally different. Yeah. Right. You go through several cities to get to Dallas.
Exactly. I be telling people that, no, it is not the same. So to see somebody from where I'm from really doing it, how did it start for you? So did you start this during the pandemic? Is that what pushed you to do this, or is this something that you always wanted to do? Uh-oh. It paused.
Sorry.
It paused you. Okay. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, so Air Designs came from a state of depression for me. During the time early last year, pandemic happened. Kids started school. I have 4 kids, 3 different schools. My grandmother just amputated her leg. I had just recently moved in after renovating her house. Went through surgery for cancer. And right in August, I had blood clots in my lungs.
Oh, wow.
So all of this happened at once. Trying to just juggle everything. I went through depression, didn't know it. I had to go reach out to my doctor, like, something's wrong with me. Don't know what's wrong. And they referred me to a counselor who said, during this time, it's natural for you to feel this way. It's okay. She said, find something that makes you happy. Right? My kids always have big parties. This is their day. Out of every day of the year, they have their own day. We decorate, go crazy. They pick a theme. They know that they're getting custom cake. They know they're getting backdrops. They're getting balloons. They know they're doing it. Our mom's doing it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I I was asked to do a party for someone, and while I was there, everyone was like, "Hey, why aren't you doing this as a business?" And I was like, I don't know. So it all just happened at one time. Now I own a balloon company, and we transitioned. We grew so much that it took over my house.
Wow.
It completely took over my house. So I had to find a space. And during that time, I had signed a lease on one space that was it was way smaller, just enough for like a balloon front. Storefront, people could come in, pick their balloon signs, I can blow it up, and they can leave with it. That was my intentions. But God has something else for me. I've always wanted a big space. So something told me.
It's kind of pausing again.
Someone. Can you hear it now?
Yeah, it's like going in and out. It's froze. Hold on. Okay, let me see.
It's Zoom. Having issues.
Okay. Okay, I can see you. It's just like it's kind of buffering a little bit, but I can hear you.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to go in from my phone?
Which is my iPad. It says network bandwidth is low.
Okay. Let me try. Would you like me to try my phone?
Yeah. You want to start over?
Okay. Let me edit.
Okay.
Let me see if that's better. Wow. Even transition. Sorry.
No, you okay?
I can connect to the Wi-Fi on my truck. Let's do that.
Okay, there we go. Can you hear me? I can hear you. I think I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Do you need me to start over?
Okay, so yeah, we just gonna kind of run it back just a little bit. So you basically telling me, so you got the store. You initially started just with a small storefront, and you just was gonna have it just come in there, blow up the balloon, and then it kind of started pausing,
right.
Mm-hmm.
So some guy put it on me to ask for see if they had another space. Well, the leasing agent said, "Hey, you know what? Someone actually needs your space. We're willing to give you a much bigger space for the same price for the small."
Oh wow!
Okay. Right, it's meant to be. So I said, "Hey, let's do it." So we ended up turning this space into a venue. So not only are we doing balloons, we're doing balloon designs. We're doing party designs, and we also have a venue.
Oh wow! So you just basically able to put everything together.
I am a one-stop shop.
Wow, that is awesome! Right in the middle. It's in Fort Worth?
Yes, in Fort Worth, right off Brentwood Stair.
Oh, okay, my people don't live not too far from there. That is what's up. That is good. I'm happy to hear that. So are you full time now, or are you still also, because again, this is a podcast, a lot of people, we're entrepreneurs, but we still have to, clock in and do the 9 to 5. So are you right now, you totally doing the entrepreneur thing, or are you still going to work as well, juggling all of that?
I am full time. I am full time due to like just medical. I need the medical part of it.
Okay.
And also my job is very lax, so it just works. So my schedule, I pretty much make my own schedule. I have a 9 to 5, but they just give me like jobs and deadlines, and that's it.
That is good.
So it works.
That's awesome. So how is it juggling your children with being an entrepreneur? Because a lot of people, they go into working for them thinking that working for themselves is going to be easy, but now you are your boss, your CEO, you everything in one. So how is that juggling everything now?
Right. So we came into this with as a family business.
Oh, okay.
So me and my children actually blow the homes up. So they gave us time to bond, put things together. We're spending time together, and they get paid. So not only are they working, they're knowing the value of each dollar. They know mommy doesn't just bring in money and we just go out to eat and the money just comes out the tree. They see the work that goes in behind it and know that, hey, once they get done with this job, you get paid. You have you being responsible. You want that toy. My daughter just bought her own Apple Watch. She bought that herself. So they understand the value of each dollar now.
How important is that? Is that something that you've seen growing up, or is that something that you may have, seen somewhere and just wanted to implement that? Because you don't hear that a lot now. A lot of kids are entitled and feel privileged and feel like everything is just supposed to be given to them. And you got younger kids too. So to be starting them that young with that knowledge and that mindset, that is awesome.
Yeah, so I never knew that when I was growing up. I learned it working in the banking industry.
Okay.
I learned that financial education was given to children in different areas versus the areas that I was growing up in. Mm-hmm. So at that point, of course, you have to take care of your kids. I've always wanted to do financial literacy for children, and this is my starting point for them. Teaching my own children. Mm-hmm. You don't just get a house. You get a house with water bill, electricity.
Yeah.
You have to pay the. I didn't learn that when I got 18. I thought I was about to be wrong.
Yeah.
Jump out the house and get my own apartment, but there's other bills that come with it, so they understand that. They know that mommy, when she jumps in a car, I have to pay for that car. I have to pay for the gas to go in it. So they understand it and very transparent because I am a single parent and. We want to give our children the world, and sometimes we can't. So explaining to them and having them understand that, you keep this light on all day, it takes out of mommy's pocket because mommy's light bill is going to be high.
And then it takes out of your pocket because I can't give you.
And it takes from you.
I have to, yeah.
Right. I've never been able to take my children on a trip. So we're actually on a road trip.
Okay.
And
where y'all headed to?
Yeah. So this year, Galveston.
Okay.
So 4-hour drive. We've been on the road for 3 hours already.
Oh, so y'all almost there.
Yes, we're almost there. So, I took them the first plane ride, and I can only thank Air Designs for that because that 9 to 5 was paying the bills, but it was getting us by, and then when anything unexpected happened, that takes up your savings, just being a single parent of 4, I have a child that is in the hospital a lot, or he gets sick a lot, or we got doctor's appointments. And with my health too, that's totally different. So, Air Designs has given us that cushion that we need to grow, to learn, and we're all making money, and we get to have fun too. So
it's a family business. The fact that you're able to bring your family there, that is awesome. That is awesome. To teach your kids. Your daughter, she's a little boss. Like she's not gonna know, other kids. Or I started at Taco Bell. Or I started with my mama shooting in the gym, if you will.
Right. 9 years old, I bought my own Apple Watch. So because you want to give the kids the world, but they don't value it until they actually have to spend their own dime and know the work that goes behind it. They're gonna. Because I gave her Apple Watch before. This is not her first one, but she lost it, right? She's gonna keep this one because she knew how long it took her to save that money and get the money that she needed to buy it. So that's super important to me.
That's awesome. So again, wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't know all of that. That is awesome. That's amazing. So what are you So right now, is it just you doing all the party stuff? You doing everything? You're a one-stop shop, or do you have other people come in? How does that work?
So I do not. I have an assistant.
Okay.
It's me and her and the kids. So I'll have, like this weekend, we had a booking. We had a Barbie party. this was booked my Sunday, right? I also had deliveries that day. So I will come out, I book up to 5 parties a week, every day of the weekend.
Okay.
I do not overextend myself. Getting to a point to where I will be hiring more people that drive and drop off. Thankfully, but it's kind of scary too how we're growing so fast. And then we'll incorporate more. I also have other balloon artists that I am connected with. So after I hit my 5 party mark, I'll send some business over to them. So I did that this weekend also.
Okay, now you also started
spread the wealth, and I'll do everyone's party.
Exactly. I was just basically about to get into that. So you started something called was it the Boss Brunch?
Yes.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about that? Because this will be a second one,
So,
right? I be watching everything since I'm not there, and I just be rooting y'all on. Like, oh, you know what? The more that you grow and you expand, you're gonna come to New York. I told my uncle yesterday, like, as soon as I get my roots here down, get me to networking, all of y'all, I'm bringing everybody. Like, we're gonna have one big everything. So you definitely on my list as soon as you know. But yeah, talk a little bit about the Boss Brunch. Yes.
So the Boss Brunch was a networking event. We realized that there's a lot of business owners in the area, and no one knows about them. Like, there's really great businesses and like the connections you can make. So one thing I always learned is your degree can get you far, but networking can get you in circles your degree would never put you in, right?
Absolutely.
So I had that in mind and decided, hey, let's go ahead and get all of these business owners together. I decorate, show you how I can stage an event, and also have great food that people probably wouldn't even know about the baby. Also have treats, snacks, and we have a bartender that probably people wouldn't even know. So not only was I advertising, networking, but I was able to showcase I can decorate a whole event. I also built my team. So I have a bartender on my staff. I have a videographer. I have a photographer. So every event that I have the same individuals. I have a DJ. And we gave great information. So Dr. Rose is a really, really great dentist. He decided, I met him before he became really popular. He did my teeth. So when he reached out and I sent him a lot of business, when I reached out to him, I asked him like, hey, would you like to come and talk? He was like, yeah, yes, I'll come. He came, he gave us so much knowledge. He put our mind, we realized we were thinking small. Like, we're thinking thousands, he's thinking millions. So that shift in your thought process was so enlightening. We had Denise Carpenter. She is a very, very, very Christian, God-fearing woman who also understands the importance of multiple sources of income. So people probably wouldn't even known about her, but she teaches her children, like I do, the value of $1 and learning that you do not have to work for someone. You can do everything by yourself. So her children and her got together, bought a trailer during the pandemic, and for their activity was to build a snow cone truck. Wow. They actually have a snow cone truck that they had in my grand opening that they sell snow cones from, that built from the ground up. Wow. She owns multiple houses in different states, and she renovates them. She's also a teacher in Fort Worth IC, which is great. We had Amatoya Dennis, who is a advertising director for a company, a large company. So she gave insight on how marketing and the algorithms behind Facebook and Instagram can boost your sales and put you in the faces of people that you probably wouldn't even met by posting at certain times of the day, being consistent, your logo, how to we always want to put our face on logos. We want to big pictures and like colors, but certain colors don't go right. So she talked about that. People who I probably wouldn't even known about. We also had Tamika Donahue. She was a speaker. She's a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
Boutique. She owns insurance company. She's an author. She just published a book. And she talked about juggling all of those. And she doesn't have a 9-to-5 at all. And taking care of her children, her husband also, they're entrepreneurs. And she talked about juggling all of that and how to handle multiple sources of income. So great knowledge. And we had the open floor for people to talk and ask questions that they probably would have even had the answer to. Like, should I file with my type of business? Should I file an LLC or DBA? So these type of events are happening.
We need those type of conversations, and we need knowledge. Definitely need that.
Right. Or how to file your children as a deductible for your business. So, like, as an employee, Denise Carpenter, she talked about that. And she was open, like, for any questions that you may have as far as taxes go, because she's really great with that also. So we have so many great people in the area of Fort Worth that we have that's open and willing to help people without a charge, right? And so with that being said, that those $55 is like, what is it worth? Is that $55 to get a ticket, $60 to get a ticket into this networking event? We had one person come, she was like, I've been looking for years on how to do this. I had a Q code for her that listed out everything, an LLC, what a DBA is, when do you need to file it, what information comes in when you file your taxes, what information you're going to need. She got all of that and just paid $55 and had a full brunch, drinks, and everything. You do not have to pay for anything when you come to my events.
So that's what you pay for the ticket, and that ticket is worth way more. And that's another thing a lot of people don't understand too, that a lot of opportunities, you miss them because you're thinking small. And then when it comes to us, a lot of people, I'm not paying $60 for that, but you will pay $60 to go listen to anybody else, or to go to a concert, or you even fast food. It's just like you said, it's your mind frame and the way that we definitely need to change our mind. That is awesome what you're doing. I just want to say that is awesome. And I watch you from afar. I think we know some of the same people, but I don't think that we've ever but we
come in contact.
But we Fort Worth, so we basically cousins. If you think about it, none of our cousins know one of our cousins, know our auntie, know our friends. So
you family somehow.
We family somehow. So we just gonna say we cousins already. But I love your spirit. I love everything that you have going on. Again, thank you. I didn't even know you were on a road trip, so it just shows how much you are really about your business to even do this interview while you're on a road trip. So I just want to say thank you for allowing my platform to be a platform for you. Anytime that you want to promote anything, you got another grand opening, I definitely want to connect with those ladies you were talking about. I would love to interview them and have them on here, because those are things that we definitely need to talk about. Even myself, this whole podcast and business and everything, I didn't go in it with that mind frame. I just went in and I just like talking, but it's a business and people are quitting their jobs off a podcast. Okay,
right?
So we even know the steps and like you said, LLC, DBA. We don't even know what those mean half the time. So
Yes.
I'm excited. Before I let you go, any encouraging words? Because even to hear you say that you started this out of depression, you know, a lot of people, they let that depression get the best of them, and for you to start a whole business and you're growing as fast as you can, and everything that you have going on as far as juggling, you know, you're a single parent, everything that you have going on, just any advice for anybody out there that may be watching who may even have half of what you're going on, or maybe, you know, have more, just what advice would you give them to just keep going and to keep pushing?
Right. My advice is to be obedient. So like, it's really important for you to have a word and you feel that God has spoken to you and you're scared. That's normal. But that obedience, God tells you to move, you move, and he'll take care of the rest. As human beings, it's normal for us to doubt that instinct because we always want to know, hey, what's next? But let my story and what's going on with me be a testament. When you need to be in a place that you need to be in, he's going to make a way regardless. So every milestone, every step you make, every mistake that's made, know that if you're doing it with God behind you and you're doing what he asked you to do, you're going to be at that end goal because he's going to make sure you're there. I'm a true testament. Everyone wants to go to God whenever you have depression, you're feeling not yourself. Depression is real. I didn't realize it was real until I was going through it. Seek help, get help. I tell people all the time, do not ignore the signs. We have so many people killing themselves or putting themselves in positions where they have to get killed. And really just talking to someone, it doesn't have to be a family member, it doesn't have to be a church member. Talk to a professional, right? It's a different type of advice because they don't know you. They're going off of what you're saying and they're trained to analyze what you're saying and give you advice. They're not telling you or agreeing with you. They're giving you methods to cope with what you're going through. So I advise on that. As far as the kids go, you know, every child is different. My kids are totally different. This was a bonding experience for me and them because I realized my job was taking me from them. I didn't realize that until the pandemic was going on. Like, you know, I was using school as a daycare to get through life, you know, and make sure that I was taking my job was paying for them, but we didn't have a lot of time together, right? So take time, show your kids the things that they know that they're going to need down the line. That's my goal with them. I want them to know now these things so when it happens to them, they're already prepared, right? And that's what our goal as parents is to do. I'm not saying what my mom did was wrong. She just was teaching me what she knew, right? So now that I know more, I want to learn as much as I can to teach them so that when they grow older, they know way more, maybe 10 times more than me, and they can teach my grandchildren it, right? And I think that's it. I mean, I'm trusting God during the pandemic. Look, God got me through. God is still showing out. I appreciate him. And I appreciate you for reaching out to me. I mean, one of my mottos for last year was doing things that make you uncomfortable, right? If it was normal, you wouldn't be uncomfortable. Right. If it's going to push you beyond where you need to be, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be sweating, you're going to be nervous, and you're going to be scared. And that's okay. But just fight through it. You never know what the outcome will be. So I appreciate you for getting me out of my comfort zone.
You're welcome.
Making me uncomfortable.
It's funny that you say that because even reaching out to people is out of my comfort zone. Okay. Just like I told myself the same thing because I don't reach out to some people and you either don't get a response or, you know, they'll say they're going to do it and then they don't do it. And so I was like, you know what? I don't need to be interviewing nobody, you know what I'm saying? But the more I do it and the more I'm like, you know what, wait a minute, it doesn't matter. If they can't do it, they can't do it. All you can do is just say yes or no. So I had to step out of my comfort zone. So thank you for, you know, just agreeing to it and being so, you know, so nice. And so, like I said, your spirit, we haven't even physically, you know, talked, but just through our messages and, you know, us connecting like that. So, and we're going to definitely stay connected. And again, you know, I want to connect
Yes.
with people. I have some people that I feel like you can connect with. And yeah, you know, I'm in New York now, but I always come back home to visit. So, you know, I definitely want to bring something like the Boss Brunch here. That's in the works as well. So yeah, we gonna make it happen. We gonna definitely
Let me know. I will fly up there. I will fly up there.
yes,
No problem.
But
So we have the Boss Picnic July 18th.
okay.
So if anyone wants to come, the tickets are $60. We will not have speakers this time. This is really fun networking. So we will have a DJ. We will have outdoor games. We will have food, treats, and these are all Black businesses. That the tables, the tents, everything are all Black businesses. So we're going to be out. I have a permit for the park generators, so they're going to be air conditioned. Two area stay air conditioned, but we're going to have a real, true, pretty picnic. So July 18th is the day. We have about 15 tickets that are still available. So hopefully, you know, we sell out soon, and I see everyone there.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. Let the people know where they can find you and they can, you know, contact you if they want to, you know, either hire you or if they want to use your venue, whatever. Let them know where they can find you.
Yes, my business is Air Designs. I am on. My website is airdesignsdfw.org. You can schedule a consultation with me. We talk on the phone. Discuss your design, what you want from me. That goes for the venue also. And then you can find me on Instagram at Air Designs DFW, and then Facebook Air Designs DFW.
Okay. All righty. Well, y'all definitely look her up. Again, this has been another dope episode where I have real talks with quality people who have real purpose. And as y'all can see, this lady is definitely walking in her purpose. I am proud of you, especially you being from where I'm from, you know, and being the, you know, the same color, everything. I'm just loving it all. So we're gonna stay connected. And because I want to help promote the Boss Brunch, I was going to this episode was probably going to come out like later, but I'm gonna like move some stuff around, and I want to post it before the Boss Brunch. So I'm gonna send you the flyer. You already sent me a headshot and everything, so we're gonna make that work before the Boss Brunch, so that way I'll be able to promote that for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really do. Thank you again for having me on.
You're welcome. Well, you enjoy y'all trip. Y'all be safe and have fun. Don't answer no calls. Don't do numbers. When I already know y'all entrepreneurs, y'all never stop. But try.
I tell my boyfriend all the time. I'm sorry. Can I pick up the phone really quick?
Well, I'll see you later.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you too. Bye.